goes, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Hi, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to... Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Adrian Claymore in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Adrian Claymore in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
That's fine, yeah.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Uncorks one. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hey, where y'all going?
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
So, hey, let's go. Come on.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early.
Touchdown, Packers! Ty Montgomery, 32 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, Brady. And will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Brady finding Hogan on 3rd down, and the Patriots able to convert. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Now Brady, the quick slant caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They get it to him running left. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White taking it in. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gostkowski the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Yeah. Hey, check 26.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudens.
Look at the aid. All right. So, hey, let's go. Come on.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
All right. We are going.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Hurdles over it. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return. But the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. Well, CD, regular season inching closer. You know, looking at the ledger of the games, we'll just stick with the NFC right now. But it starts with a bang, Atlanta at Philly on the 6th.
How about the last two teams to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl head-to-head to start the season? The Falcons, they didn't win it. Philadelphia did. And then how about this?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 67 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the league. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. On first down, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Rodgers now to throw.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew it.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
To throw is Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. 2 great competitors, fantastic players.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. He got 29 yards that time. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Over here. Inside. Zoom. Hey. Get it.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down. A and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
They come out here in the eye. On the give, this is to the fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in, Michel. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. From the right hash in a bit of a tight angle. Here's Hoyer. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Shot before half for Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So at half, well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Start the second half with Michel on the ground. Down at the 23. 31 yards. Big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On second down, Hill. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a tempo program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
Yeah, a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. To throw, it's Brady. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's brought down after a good gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll give it to him up the middle. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Gun. Check back.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up 2nd down.
That's fine, yeah. We are going. Stay at home. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Up like this, it's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from Lambeau. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Go. Action on. 4 down. Check.
Rodgers now on first down. And it's caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A gain of 32 that time. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They run with a rookie. This is Sony Michel. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. He's going to look deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team. towards a victory. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And they can't bring him down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Eric Decker, 41 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa. Bad move. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That goes for a gain of 31. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rodgers on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's
intentional
about.
grounding, offense.
In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Here we go. 58. Hey, check 26.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The drive starts with a run by White. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. He had the touchdown catch on the last drive. Now he's got a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. Now a play fake, Brady. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. 23 yards on the play. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Brady now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for New England. 48 yards.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Hill. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. It's the fullback taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Go, all right, let's go, come on.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Uncorked, and Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Right. Shadow.
They begin with Michel on the ground. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. On second down, here's Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Brady now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
All 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 28 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Trevor Davis now to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Rodgers going to throw. Finds his target, Montgomery. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Rodgers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. We haven't even escaped the first